It is the best dynamic USB mic I've heard anybody use for live streaming and podcasting. Tell us about this mic and how you made a USB mic, how you guys made a USB mic that's also an XLR mic that can be plugged into a mixer, but how you made a mic that sort of is in the same kind of style as the legendary SM7B.
Yeah, we've been thinking about this one for a while. A lot of people wanted to have that flexibility of XLR and USB, and both of those outputs are active at any given time. So I like that because if I wanted to do kind of like a redundancy thing, or if I wanted to bring a guest on through the USB side of it, I can track the audio separately, which is really cool. But having that XLR option is just nice if you're already established, if you already have an interface, you don't want to deal with USB, you're good to go. But if you're just starting, you want to be able to go into your phone, your laptop, your computer, you don't want to buy an interface. That's why it's cool to have both of those options. So it is right on the back, which I can't show you right now because I'm plugged in, but I do have it. I do have the box here. So it comes in silver and black too. Just side note, I've got silver here and this is the black. So we wanted to give people that flexibility. So if you are just starting out, it's a great way to just dive right in and have great quality sound. Plus it has a headphone out on the back, which is actually how I'm monitoring right now. So I've got some of our SE215 earphones, and I'm just listening in real time. So it's not the same as the SM7B. It's not the same mic, completely different design and capsule, but it does give you a lot of the things that people like about an SM7B in just a different form factor and with some different options. You can throw it in a boom arm like this just by flipping it around. It flips right over the front of the mic. Or you can have it on your desktop like I have it here. You said that it can be near or far, which is great if you're not an audio engineer. It has auto mode, which allows you to just set it and forget it, and it will adjust your gain if you're one of these people who's all over the place. Like, it's going to stay with you, which I really love about it. And you can control it with the USB either from the app or do some control right on the mic itself, which if I tilt this down, oh, I can't tilt it because it's still attached. There's a little LED screen, so you can control your gain, your headphone level, things like that. So you can mute it right from the microphone itself as well. But the app is what's really been killer about it. The ShurePlus Motiv desktop app. It's a mouthful, but that's what it is. One of the benefits, though, of this mic is that it's meant to be used in a less than perfect acoustic environment, which we are all dealing with every day, right now. Because it is a dynamic, condensers are much more sensitive, just inherently in how they're designed. So the dynamic blocks out more of the reverberation of the room. So that's the reason why this is a dynamic mic and why the SM7B does so well with that. But yeah, you can really play around with it and get it to be that much nicer.
The mic that you're talking about is the MV7 is a great option for people who are intimidated by audio interfaces and mixers, or they just want to have a clean desk, because now you don't have to trade down on sound. What I'm noticing about it is you don't get that same sort of, I don't know if I'd call it a little bit of an electrified sound or a little bit of a processed maybe, but there's a certain sound that even the best USB mics tend to have that I haven't heard yet. Now, I'm sure if you cranked up the processing on that, but that would be an individual choice. But out of the box, it sounds so much smoother than the other USB mics, at least dynamic ones. I've not tried most of the condenser ones.
Yeah, and I mean, USBs tend to be condensers as well, which is great, except when you want to use it in the environments we're stuck in, and then you're picking up the dog and the HVAC and the kids and all the things. So this has been a really great option for me and a number of people. Definitely.
Jada LaRue says, "Ooh, she sounds even smoother."
Go ahead, girl.
Someone got the sexy voice ready. High fives.
What you talking about? Yes. So I do like that you can play with this mic. It's not just for podcasting. It's for recording music. It's for streaming. If you're a gamer, if you're doing Twitch music, this thing rocks for that. So you know, anybody that wants to use it can use it in a number of different ways. If you don't want it to be in your shot, put it in far mode like I have it, and then you can be this far off. But if you do want to get up and close and personal and not hear any of the room around you, just get closer to the mic.
So if we're having a conversation that's just between us,
Yes,
and
if
nobody
you-
else is allowed to
right.
listen in,
Yes.
except for millions on the internet,
Yes.
we would get close like this,
Get
and
close.
just keep the level down, and just be very patient and quiet and calm, and
Right.
everything's going to be okay.
Right. All is calm. All is calm. Yes. Exactly.
So now,
yeah.
if you use that with an XLR connection,
Mm-hmm.
are there anything you need to do differently, being it that it's a combo mic,
Yes,
or is it?
don't expect it to light up. That's the funniest thing is like you get it out of the box, you plug in an XLR, you're like, why aren't the lights working? Well, because it's just like an SM58 or
It's an analog
an
microphone.
SM7B.
The digital circuits are all off,
is,
right?
It is. So if you want to control the EQ and the parameters and the DSP, use it via USB. And then when you want to use it with your interface, you plug it in XLR. It doesn't need phantom power, just plug it in. And then you're going to do all the driving from the interface. So your gain structure,
Right.
all of that, all of your compression and levels, and you know, that happens
Elsewhere.
on the other side. Yeah. But some people are like, it's broken. And it's like,
Right.
no, it's a microphone. So you just plug it in. But yeah, if you want to control it and have all the lights and all the fun stuff, then do use it via USB.
Let's say you have both options. Which
Mm-hmm.
way is it likely to sound better out of the box?
Honestly, it's pretty close. Like we've set it up both ways. I think it just depends on what you're plugging it into via XLR. You're going to be able to maximize the sound if you use it via XLR because you'll be able to put it into the preamp that you want to use,
Right.
And add all those fun compression EQ parameters that you want to do that you've known to love, you know, that you know how to use. But if you don't know what you're doing, it sounds great. I mean, that
That's
sounds bad.
awesome.
If you don't know what you're doing, plug it in USB and let it do the thinking for you because it sounds
Just put it on auto mode and go.
incredible. Yes.
Now, when you use this mic, if you're using a consumer interface, a lot of times you need something to boost the gain a little bit because
Yep.
it's so good, like a cloud lift or fed head, something like that. Do you need that for the MV7, or it can?
Negative.
Right,
No,
right.
it does not need any sort of inline signal gain booster. So you just plug it in, adjust your gain level, and it's going to work just fine for you without that.